Do you recognize these sound waves from space? This is the sound of space. This mission will land the first woman on the moon, but that's not the biggest story. Humans may not just visit, they might stay. In 1969, Apollo 11 landed on the moon. Across the Apollo program, 6 landings, 12 astronauts walked, then we stopped. But why? The answer is more complex than you think. Why did lunar missions stop? Costs soared, risks stayed high, and budgets shifted as public interest waned. With Cold War goals met, NASA pivoted to Skylab and the Space Shuttle. We might stay on the moon, yes, you heard it right. Probably in the near future, yes, you might stay on the moon as well. Isn't it exciting? For decades, the moon was silent. Only robots explored. Until now. NASA is leading a bold return with the Artemis program. Artemis THET is a 10-day crewed test of Orion and the Space Launch System. The mission will set new distance records for humans in space. It proves the systems needed before we take the next giant leap. Timeline: Artemis Y launched on November 16, 2022, an uncrewed test of SLS and Orion. Artemis II, a crewed lunar flyby. Artemis III and IV, target the first landings of this new era. Artemis II, a 10-day crewed test flight. Day 1, launch from Kennedy and Earth orbit. Day 2 to 3, system checkouts, then translunar injection. Day 4-5, distant lunar flyby on a free return path. Day 6 to 9, return coast and re-entry prep. Day 10, splashdown and recovery. The first human to ever step on the moon, Neil Armstrong, 1969. And the last, Eugene Cernan, 1972. Since then, no human has returned. Just footprints, frozen in time. The crew will orbit the moon, ensuring every system works perfectly. This is NASA's Artemis mission, aiming for a lasting presence. Imagine buying land on the moon. A glossy certificate, exact coordinates, maybe even under $30 an acre. Sounds real, right? Here's the context before the facts. Fact check. So-called moon land is often advertised around $20 to $30 per acre. Premium bundles cost more. Legal status. Under the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, no nation can claim the moon, and private ownership isn't internationally recognized. These deeds are novelty souvenirs. No legal property rights or enforcement today. NASA's Artemis aims for a lasting presence. First woman, first person of color, habitats, power, and fuel from ice. Artemis III will rehearse surface operations, with Artemis IV expected to deliver the first crewed landing of the era. The goal: a sustained human presence on the moon. This will serve as a springboard to Mars. Yes, the moon has gravity. It's about 1/6 of Earth, roughly 1.62 meters per second squared. You'd weigh 6 times less, but if you weigh more on Earth, don't panic. On the moon, you'd weigh 1/6 of that. Jokes apart, the moon isn't a planet. It's Earth's natural satellite. You'd jump higher. You'd fall more slowly. Astronauts use a hopping gait because normal walking wastes energy in low gravity. Muscles atrophy. Bones lose mineral density, about 1–2% per month without countermeasures. Fluids shift toward the head. Puffy face, dizziness, balance issues, daily exercise, smart suits, medical monitoring to help protect the body. NASA isn't alone. A new global space race is on. India's ISRO is shaping this era too. Chandrayaan-3 softly landed near the moon's south pole, the first to do so. Its Pragyan rover confirmed sulfur and mapped soil. Next comes Gaganyaan, advancing India's crewed spaceflight and global collaboration toward a sustained lunar presence. Artemis III is planned for 2026. Exact date is TBA. We will update once confirmed. The moon is our future, and this time, we're here to stay. Abbreviations in this video: NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, ISS-RO, Indian Space Research Organization, SLS, Space Launch System Rocket, TLI, Trans-Lunar Injection Burn, TBA, to be announced. Do you find it exciting? Subscribe for more journeys into space and the future of humanity.